Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the month of April, my friends. We're going to take a peek into the month of April, the overall energy for the next 30 days in April. And thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you. If you've never been here before at 10 of Cups Tarot, welcome, welcome. And I hope you'll be in the comments. We like to be there, some of us. And if you are the ride or die, the one who's always clicking here, watching, and being in the comments, thumbs up to build this Virgo tribe. Thank you so much for doing that if you're a cross watcher or a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. All right, we're going to do a 9-card draw. We're going to start out with the Psychic Tarot, and then we're going to move to the regular Tarot to clarify what's going on in the month of April. So let's figure it out here for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's take a look at it. First card out is the energy you are bringing into the month of April. And then the second card out is the overall theme for the month. So the energy you're bringing into April is harmony. It's going to be a harmonious month for you. Things are going to go right, kind of balanced. And for some of you, it could mean love. Now, we do have an eclipse coming up, right? There is an eclipse coming up, a full moon lunar eclipse coming up on the 24th/25th of March. And then on the 8th of April, we do have a solar new moon eclipse. So it looks like that's going to throw some energy at you in the month of April here. And new moon is new beginnings, right? We do have the next card is the overall theme is transformation. So I think it's transformation, my friend, but I think that you are expecting it or you're ready for it, I want to say. The transformation is something that you're choosing. The card of harmony is a choice, right? When you're choosing someone. So I feel like you're choosing to transform. You may have been holding off transformation up to here. All right. Maybe trying to hold it off. Look, it can be a little bit terrifying, and that's the truth. We do have, what will you accomplish this month? It says patience and planning. So there are things that are changing for you. Some things are coming to an end, so others can begin. The patience and planning is what you will accomplish this month. We'll clarify that a little bit. What should you avoid? It says prosperity begins. I feel like what you should avoid is starting new things. I want to say making investments in businesses, beginning new things. I feel like April is not the time to begin something from the ground up, I want to say. And we do have this card, which is what you should embrace, to choose wisely. So I feel like this is sort of in correlation here, that it's time for you to choose wisely when to invest, where to invest. Be careful with your investments, because please also know that we are already in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. And Mercury is beginning the retrograde on the 1st of April, but we always have a 2-week lead in and a 2-week lead out. So the Mercury retrograde is a time when, unless you have extra eyes, you shouldn't be signing any contracts, starting anything new, making brand new investments, starting brand new plans. I mean, you can, but it's not really advisable, because Mercury is all what's in our head, right? It's communications, it's connections. It could be sometimes electronic things failing, but the energy of Mercury, when it's retrograding, it can cause confusion and issues, right? All right, let's get the last 4 on the table here. So we have what obstacles you will face this month. So I feel like the obstacles that you will face is getting too many downloads. I think for some of you, you're getting an upgrade in your personal software. I want to say some of you are getting an upgrade in your spiritual software. So it feels like here with this card coming out, what the obstacles you might face, you might have some sort of fallout with the third eye opening here, right? We have the third eye chakra, the third eye opening here. I feel like there is some wisdom coming in. You're going to see things you never saw before. You're going to get downloads, which it's going to make your third eye open. Can be a little terrifying. I'm just saying, when you've been kind of ignoring some things that have been going on in the background, when the third eye opens, you don't really have a choice but to see it. So what actions do you need to take this month is the third eye chakra, to really see things for what they are. This year, where will you find support? Well, you will find support in the self, I feel. So going within, getting clear about your wisdom. This is the Hierophant. I feel like I always see you as someone who is very connected to the ground spiritually. And maybe it's not true for all of you. It's always going to depend on your sun and your rising, your moon and your rising. But I feel like where you are supposed to go for support is within, or possibly to a Taurus, or possibly to a spiritual teacher if that's not you. So again, we have what actions you need to take this month. You need to see things for what they really are. And the advice and encouragement for this month is the Sun, which is, I feel like all of this energy here at the end of April is really going to crank someone wide open. I feel like this is telling me that somebody, a Virgo, wherever it comes up, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, I feel like you're going to be going through some sort of a spiritual awakening. Now, we know we don't ever have one awakening, Virgo. We continue to escalate. We continue to ascend. We continue to wake up to things that we haven't seen before. So, the third eye doesn't get cranked open all in one day. It's like little by little, you start to see things like the Sun is here with the third eye, and your wisdom here with the downloads. You're like, wait a second. Wait a second. Like maybe I should have seen those things before. All right. Let's take a look here. Bottom of the deck here, we have financial and material changes. Again, be careful with that because we do have Mercury retrograding for quite a long time. We'll be in it until about the third week of April, right? Once it begins to retrograde, we've got some time in there, and then we have the outro, essentially. Let's find out what we have for energies, for monthly energies here for you, Virgo. We have change. Look, that's coming up. I feel like it's been already showing in other people's readings as well. We do have change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. I feel like you get a bunch of movement at the end of the month here, Virgo. It says self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So I feel like the changes are going to be in your self-esteem. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to have clarity. You're going to see everything for what it really is, so you can make better choices. We do have honesty. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And that's what this says here. You are about to see things for exactly how they are. All right. Let's clarify, my friends. Let's find out what's going on here. So you're coming into April here, Virgo, with harmony. You're planning on keeping balanced. Harmony could also mean that maybe you might meet someone this month. But for some of you, there might be changes or transformations happening in relationships. Take that for what it resonates for you. But we do have harmony, which is card number 6, which is the lovers. And then we do have card number 13, which is the death card, right? Transformation. So for a lot of you, there are going to be transformations, endings, and new beginnings in relationships. But I think you're ready for it because you come into April in this energy of harmony or the lovers. Tell me about this for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the star, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and we do have the 5 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you come into this month single or just feeling really confident about building things up from the ground and building them to a place where now you have confidence and stability and your finances are good. This could mean that you're building something, whether it's your reputation or it's a job, like people to trust you in some sort of a job that is going to bring you more money because you will be progressing through the ranks of the company. But this tells me that you're doing it all alone. Nobody's helping you. That's what it tells me here. But we do have hope, right? First of all, we have the star, which is Aquarius energy. And there are a few things happening in Aquarius. One of those is Pluto is happening in Aquarius right now. So it is all about revolutionary, new ideas, bright. You've got a lot of energies here that's indicating that there is going to be a lot of realizations that are coming along because transformation is here. And we do have the 5 of Swords as well. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like the hope that you would get to the place that you want to be financially, in your 3D world. So stability in work, stability in your job, stability in your business. I feel like you're confident that those things are going to be coming up for you here. We do have the 5 of Swords. So for some of you, this transformation could mean that you might be having a little bit of conflict in some of your relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic. So conflict, disagreement, and battles is what the 5 of Swords is about. It's about, I've got to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. And sometimes it's at what cost, right? So for some of you, it could be the cost might be that you end up being single. For those of you who are all booed up right now. So, I feel like there is lots of change coming. Now, it doesn't mean that your relationship's going to end, because although this is, death is the end of something, it's also the beginning of something, but it's also transformation. It's the changing of something, right? So it doesn't mean you're going to break up with the person that you're with if you're already in a relationship, but it does mean it's going to change how you feel about it, how you see it. Yeah, tell me about the transformation here for Virgo, please. We do have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And look, we have the Seven of Swords. I'm just saying some of you are letting go of some type of relationship here. So, and it could be platonic or romantic. I'm not saying which one. It depends on what's going on in your life. But we do have the Five of Pentacles. And it tells me that the reason that the transformation is here is because there is something that's going on here that's impactful. And it's sort of a negative impact. It makes you feel in doubt of yourself. It makes you feel impoverished. It makes you feel disconnected. So I feel like for some of you, you will be letting go of a relationship that's not been working for you. So I'm not saying this as a prediction, but what I'm saying is you already know this energy. When this energy is happening right now, but I feel like when it comes to April, probably the first couple of weeks of April, I feel like for those of you who are ready to let go, that's when the let go is probably going to happen, because Mercury retrograde is happening and it's really hard with communication. And this could end up being quick release, because we do have this eclipse energy, which is going to amplify the full moon, right? The full moon is about letting things go. So those energies are going to be around for a little bit. We do have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And that's why I'm saying that maybe some of you will be letting go of a relationship, or letting go of something romantic or something that is emotional. And we do have the Seven of Swords. And with the Seven of Swords, it could be because of secrets. Maybe you have secrets. Maybe you're feeling like, you know what, this really isn't going well, and I've been trying to make it work, but some of you are going to be closing the door, just cutting it off. Like the transformation tells me some of you are going to end a relationship with somebody that you don't trust. And it could be a friend, it could be a member of the family, but it could also be a romantic. So it feels like there is going to be some changes that come up early in the month here. It could be that we do have the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, right? And it looks like it is something that will be painful, unfortunately. Maybe you're feeling betrayed at this point, but it does feel like there will be some changes for some of you. Like maybe you'll bring things to light and talk about them. And for others of you, you're just letting go. You've decided that you don't want to go into another cycle, right? Because the Ace of Cups is the beginning of the cycle, and it's in the reverse, which tells me that you don't want another cycle of going from the Ace to the 10. All right, so we do have what will you accomplish? So I feel like patience and planning is coming up here, because it does feel like you are about to make some decisions. And I think that you're making them slowly, because that's who you are, Virgo. You move at anything slowly. You're an earth sign like me. I'm a Taurus sun, right? All the earth signs, we move really slowly towards something that we intend to accomplish. We're not going to move quickly. And that's why I say this is something you've been thinking over for a while. We are now in the last week of March, and I feel like you're already in this energy. If you're the one who's going to be ready to let go in about the second week or so, first or second week of April, if you're going to be letting go of a relationship, you already know you're going to be. It's just you're trying to find the way to say it. It's under the surface right now, and that's not what it's like with the Seven of Swords. It's like what's concealed. What you're concealing is that the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. I think your emotional connection is over here. So tell me about the patience and planning. What does this mean here? Patience and planning. This is what you will accomplish. I think you're getting things in order, my friend, and that's what you're about. Going over the details, figuring out what you need and what you don't need. We do have eclipse energy that is going to be still lingering here. We do have the Page of Wands. So patience and planning is bringing an exciting new messenger. So someone who is going to bring good news. They're excited to tell you about something here. We do have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is something that you've been holding on to. Like maybe you get your life together, you get things all where you want them by around mid-month, and then it feels like you're just waiting. You're waiting and holding on to the hope that this good news is going to arrive. Why is this? What is the good news here? The good news is the ending. Look, I feel like for some of you that it is good news that you've been holding on to, and unfortunately part of your patience and planning is letting go of something. So the thing is that the Ten of Swords, yes, is an ending. It's a hard ending. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard. It's like arguments and fighting and slamming of doors. Sometimes it's just betrayal of silence. Sometimes it's that. But I think that it's part of your patience and planning. I think that you're getting things together in the month of April. You're making some hard cuts because it's time to switch things up that you've been planning your way towards making a switch up. About the middle of April, I feel that your switch up is what is going to happen around the middle of April. What should you avoid? It says prosperity and planning, and I think that you're supposed to avoid investing. I feel like what you're supposed to be doing instead is checking with the higher self, learning new lessons. I feel like it's really important for you to be in your spiritual energy. For a lot of you, you are very spiritual. I do see Virgo as someone who's quite psychic. And for some of you, I feel like the lesson here is to wait, because Taurus, also like you, Virgo, moves really slow. The lesson here is to wait, look at it, hold back, don't make any quick moves. I feel like the quick moves that you're not supposed to make is about starting something new, beginning something new. I'm saying go ahead and do it, absolutely. But make sure that you have somebody looking in on you, advising you, giving you advice, giving you spiritual advice or advice in general on how to move really slow down a path that you want to go down. Make sure you have a second set of eyes here. We do have the King of Cups and we have the Queen of Wands. So prosperity begins. And it's with what you should avoid, I feel, is starting any new relationships. I want to say that if you have a relationship that is coming to an end in the month of April, I feel like what you're not supposed to do, what you're supposed to avoid is beginning new relationships here. So you might already have your eye on somebody, I'm going to say. I feel like your energy is the King of Cups coming into the mid-April. I feel like your energy is the King of Cups, that you are looking at being very emotionally available and aware. And I feel like you're doing it for yourself, though. I don't feel like you're doing it for anybody else. Now, I feel like you will have somebody who is the Queen of Wands. It feels like you will have somebody who will arrive, and they'll probably arrive quickly. And it feels like this person here is somebody who is going after what they want, and you might be what they want. Now, we do have a man and a woman here, masculine or feminine. Both energies are here. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Taurus energy. So I do feel like you're not supposed to start any new relationships. I feel like you are supposed to learn about how to love deeply, love yourself. You're supposed to learn how to be aware, emotionally aware, get your stability in your emotions, because I feel like somebody is coming at you here. We do have the Page of Cups. I feel like it's new love that's coming at you. And I think that this energy of choosing wisely comes at the right time here at the middle of the month. What should you embrace? Choosing wisely. That's what it is here. All right. Why should we choose wisely? We do have the Four of Cups. I want to say that the Four of Cups is telling me that you're good on your own, in your own energy, doing your own thing. People need to leave me alone. That's the energy I'm getting from the Four of Cups. And it doesn't feel bad to me. Like, it can be a redundant energy, but I feel like you need it this month. After all of this goes on for some of you, I feel like you're going to need a time by yourself, just sitting with your emotions. It feels like you're making choices, and so you're supposed to embrace choosing wisely. We do have the Six of Swords. We do have the Six of Swords, and we have the, not the Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, and we have the Page of Cups. So it does feel like you're about to step across the finish line of maybe into a new relationship. And I want to say take your time to be alone first. That's what the Four of Cups is about. Take some time to sit in that energy by yourself and decide what you want. Make sure you're choosing wisely. I feel like you've been through a lot up to here. The Six of Wands tells me that. You've been through a little bit of trauma, a little bit of things that came to kill you, but only made you stronger. I feel like there is some sort of new shiny thing that's going to catch your eye. I think it's this person here. We do have the Page of Cups, and it tells me that there is something that's just going to pop up. It might surprise you, but I feel like it has something to do with a brand new connection. Round about maybe the third week of April, that you might have this Queen of Wands show up in your life here. All right, tell me about this crown chakra here. The Crown chakra is what obstacles you will face. I feel like you're going to be dealing with a month of a lot of downloads. It feels like somebody here is going through a major ascension, a major awakening. Something here is going down that's kind of funky, and I think you're about to see everything for what it is. This is like the big ascension. That's what it feels like. It's like like when we grow in our emotional self, in our intellectual self, we don't do it all at once, right? We do it in slow motion, right? We do it a little at a time by learning things. I feel it's like, boom. Oh, you get to see everything all at once. It feels a little aggressive, but I feel like you're going to be grateful for everything that you're learning with these downloads. So the obstacle you will face is once the downloads start coming, you can't shut them off, Virgo. And that's the thing. We do have the Three of Cups. Okay, so the downloads that you're getting are very positive, celebratory. You're very happy. You start making realizations. Things are coming to you while you are sleeping, while you are resting, while you are meditating. You're starting to see things, hear things, get understandings that you didn't have before. The crown chakra is the point at the top of the head, where everything arrives from the universe. And so I feel like with the Three of Cups, it is an energy that is celebratory. And then we get the Queen of Cups. Look, I feel like you will be meeting a soulmate. This person could be the soulmate, or maybe this is. Maybe this person is halfway to the Empress. Take it as it resonates. We do have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. They are both part of the Empress energy. I feel like you are getting downloads saying that there is something really happy and stable and emotional, a very good connection, I feel, that is coming in for you. And we do have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like you're not supposed to take action on it, because the Two of Cups in the reverse to me is like, it's a couple of things. First of all, it's a pairing off to the exclusion of anything else. So maybe you might choose the Queen of Wands and say, look, let's not see other people. That's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you have been maybe in an unhealthy relationship, and the Two of Cups in the reverse tells me that maybe that unhealthy relationship consumed you. So I feel like there is happiness coming in. There is emotional happiness coming in. The Queen of the Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This is very compassionate and loving and kind and a good mother and someone who likes to dote on people. I feel like for some of you, you could still be feeling the effects of the breakup, but I feel like the effects of the breakup here tell me that you're kind of happy with your choice, that it's time to get out there and be social and be with friends and celebrate a little bit, celebrate your emotional independence. That's what it feels like for some of you. All right. So we have where to find support. Well, that's the Hierophant. It's a good place to go for support. The Hierophant is showed up here, and the Hierophant is the teacher, right? We do have the sun in the background. We have a book in the hand, which means that somebody has a lot of knowledge about happy things, about things that are incoming. I want to say that we're looking at orange and yellow here. So it's like somebody's getting downloads from the universe about happiness, about a new day, about a brighter day. And it feels like there's somebody that you can go to in your life who might be a spiritual teacher if you're not the spiritual teacher. If you are feeling stuck in your head by the end of the month because of all of this stuff that's going on here, I feel like it's really important for you to get out of this, right? Feeling stuck in your head, obsessively thinking. And this is something that I feel that just about every Virgo I know fights. They fight this because it's like I'm always in my head trying to figure out the next move. Like life is a chessboard to Virgo, right? I always want to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the game. So it feels like if you are the person who is stuck in your mind because of all of this that's gone on and you don't know what to do next, you feel like you can't get out of your mind, I feel like it's time for you to go into hermit mode and learn some wisdom, right? So hermit mode, of course, is the place that we go when we are trying to heal the self, when we're trying to find our own light. And we don't really want the input of other people. So this is a place where you would go and shut off your phone and shut off the TV, and maybe you're journaling and maybe you're meditating or, praying or whatever it is. It feels like this hermit energy is telling me that is a way to get out of the 8 of Swords. And then we do have the 7 of Wands. So I feel like this energy here where you find support is, if this could be a person, but this could be an energy. Take it as it resonates for you. I feel like you need some tighter boundaries. I feel like you need to learn to stand your ground and go after the things that you want. I do see the ace of wands is across the shoulder, and it looks like it is starting to bloom here. Somebody's already conquered victory, but now we're going to stand in this moment here and possibly just stand our ground. I think I just need to stay here for a little bit. So I feel like where you're going to stay is in hermit mode for a little bit here. That is Virgo energy with the hermit. So I feel like you are going to be taking time for yourself, right? This Four of Cups tells me that. Taking time for yourself, going over things, finding boundaries, realizing that maybe you do need some boundaries with some people here. What action do you need to take this month? Well, the third eye's opening, my friend. So depending on what you see clearly that you never did see before, and look, like you're going to see it so clearly. There's going to be decisions you're going to make based on what happens at the end of the month here. Well, what actions do you need to take this month after the third eye opens? We do have the Two of Pentacles. So to me, this is struggling and juggling. That's what it feels like. So you're going to be struggling with some of the things that are showing themselves to you at the end of April. You're going to be struggling. For some of you, you'll be juggling maybe money. Things aren't coming, not making, you're just barely making ends meet at the end of the month. For some of you, could be struggling financially or juggling between a job and a side hustle, something like that. We do have the Five of Wands, and we have the Nine of Wands. So I think that some of the things that you are going to take action on this month, first of all, is I feel this. You need to stop struggling, right? You're going to have a really great idea of looking at what you can cut out in order to not struggle or juggle anymore. We do have the Five of Wands. And so this is about taking action. It is taking action after feeling like you need to hold back, or maybe there's too much competition in whatever it is that you want. Maybe you're taking yourself out of the competition. Maybe this Queen of Wands has a lot of people in the DMs, and you're like, no, I'm not into that. I'm just going to take myself out of the competition. So I feel like that is part of it as well. And then we do have the Nine of Wands. And so I think that you do need to take action and finally step over the line of the finish line of dropping these burdens here. I feel like you've been behind the fear wall for a while at this point. And rightfully so. I feel like I'm dealing with somebody here or connecting with somebody here who has had a lot of trauma or a lot of issues or has been hurt a lot. And so I feel like you take yourself out of the game or out of the competition. And I feel like one of the actions that you need to take is getting out from behind the fear wall. And just know that if you're exhausted, that you can rest at this point. The third eye chakra is going to show you all the way that you need to go, for sure. It's going to show you everything that you need because the sun is right next door. Tell me about the advice and encouragement. And I want to say with the sun, the advice and encouragement is it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. There's a lot of changes going on here, but it's going to be okay, Virgo. Tell me about this. We've got the Two of Swords. We've got, Justice is here. I said judgment. There it is. So I feel like you're making some big decisions by the end of the month. I feel like you are no longer waiting for balance. I feel like you are creating balance. And I want to say that there's probably going to be some people that you cut off the roster. I'm just going to say you are going to be seeing people. You're going to be seeing people for who they are and what they are. And I feel like you're just taking some people off the roster. I feel like you're blocking some people. I feel like you're realizing who's hurting you, who's with you, who's against you. And I feel like although this is the Two of Swords, which is really hard to make a decision when you get stuck here, I think that the Three of Wands is telling me that that's what's arriving. I feel like you'll be blocking people, and I feel like you're going to do it so you can have balance in your own life, so you can have some karmic justice. I really just feel that you're seeing things for exactly what they are, whether they are relationships that are over or people who you have a lack of trust in emotional things. I feel like it's time for you to set some boundaries, and then you just need to get out of the Nine of Wands. You need to stop hiding behind your fears, hiding behind the things that have hurt you. Ultimately, there's going to be a lot of change. I feel like this is telling me your self-esteem is about to take a hit in a good way. You're going to be making a lot of decisions by the end of the month of April. Lots of decisions. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there for you. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. Happy April to you, and we'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.